Being a Wildcat baseball player shaped my life in ways: leadership, respect, always going your hardest, never let anybody push you around, and winning.
Being a Wildcat baseball player teaches, being a team player, part of anything you do, not just baseball, because baseball is the ultimate team sport. And it teaches you gotta keep your emotions in check with everybody, even your teammates. It's easy to get mad at even your teammates in baseball.
Me being part of Wildcat baseball, baseball period, it's taught me to depend on others, not be selfish in a way. In baseball you gotta count on somebody, and that builds trust. And with this Wildcat baseball, this team, a family, we've had a family, and we trust each other, and we give each other crap all the time, but I know we all love each other because we're always there for each other in a heartbeat.
Being a Wildcat baseball player has shaped me into the man I am today. See, most people don't know this about baseball, but this game actually teaches you about things that you will learn later on in life. Like, for instance, I went to the workforce, and baseball has taught me to play with the team. Like, I'm going to work, I got new people coming in, I gotta communicate with them. It's like I'm communicating with the team. I got a boss, that's the coach in baseball. I got, for instance, you got a CEO of a company or something that could control what's going to happen to you or your business or team, and that on the field is the umpire. You just look at all of this stuff that the game of baseball, put it in the perspective of having a job, it really go hand in hand.
Baseball is rough sometimes. This summer we went to the Arc City tournament, and we were playing Wellington, Kansas, and I think it was 1-1. His team wasn't very good. Coach Lenoy was getting mad because we weren't hitting the ball very well, and someone got on before me, and I came up to bat my next time, and I just crushed the ball to left center, and I was running as hard as I can. I wasn't looking back. I'm on my way to third, slide in head first. Coach Lenoy, get down, slide in head first safely. Ball goes over the guy, goes into their dugout. Umpire tells me to go home. I get home, everyone's giving me high fives and everything. And I get to Austin. He's like, good job, man, good job. And I look down, and my finger's facing that way, and I just freaked. I was I was just in shock. And Austin's like, dude.
Ito lang kime. Ay, avleo yayo se watch me. I've been Brian Wicker. It's been fun playing with you. I enjoyed watching you. Yelling at you when you're behind the plate, catching and covering it up like a wall. It's been great watching you learn and play. It's been fun. See you, Brian.
Brad Hall. Good tournament. Played really good baseball there. Everyone. It was the best baseball I've ever played. It's crazy. Beat a lot of good teams. Lost a heartbreaker to another good team in Stillwater. It's rough. Played Enid first game of the tournament. So hot. I drank like 3 gallons of water during that game. Remember Emil? Felt like Emil was gonna die on the mound. Getting cold and it's 115 degrees outside. Good stuff. Neil, Earthworm, the best rapper baseball's ever seen. But Neil, he's a great guy. He's funny. Just came out of the shell this year, honestly. I never heard him talk before this year. Cracks me up. Always throwing down rhymes or raps, I guess. But anyways, picking me up on first base a lot with some bad throws and stuff. It's awesome. Makes me happy.
I remember Robert's walk-off home run against Arc City. And I think it made that so great is that we were playing Case, Cash, Josh, and Sam. And I don't know, they just looked so daggum ugly in that purple, and it just felt good beating them, especially with a walk-off from Rob.
Rob's walk-off bomb. Man, I was sitting in the cabin at Red River, missing games, fishing. Get a message like Rob just walked off against Arc City with a bomb. And I'm like, man.
It'd been a really close game all the way through. I think we were up like 5-6 the last inning. Then Case comes up and hits a triple. And then another one of their players comes up and hits a single, and they tie the game. And so now it's 6-6, I think. It was going into the 7th inning, and I was the first batter come up, just trying to get on base, need a base runner and try to win the game. And I worked it to a 3-2 count. I was actually choked up on the bat, just trying to get a hit. End up hitting the ball hard. I start running down, and Coach Blair sent me to second. And I look up, the ball went over the fence, and I couldn't believe it. I really didn't think I'd hit it that well. And that was really awesome because obviously, walk-off home runs don't happen that often, and that was one of the coolest moments of my baseball career. And I remember after the game, I was looking on Twitter, I think it was, and one of my good friends that played on the other team, Cash Young, tweeted, "There's nothing worse than walking off the field after a walk-off home run." That made me smile.
B. Roach, man, it's been awesome playing with you, dude. Man, there's one memory though that sticks out to me right now. It's when one of our home games, you thought you were good enough to go out and do pregame, but we already had a couple guys out there, and you had to do the jog of shame back in the dugout, man. And then we won that game, and you had to do it the next 2 home games, and we won those. And then you decided not to do it, and we lost. Anyways, man, keep doing you. Good luck next year, and in life, man. Just do you.
I was still over in basketball, but the boys had started scrimmaging baseball, and I was on my phone, looking through Facebook, and I saw a post by Joey's dad, and it had a big long paragraph, and I went and I was like, what's this? I went and looked at it, and I read it. It was about the boys, paying their respects to the funeral that went by, and how this group of people took good exception to it and wanted to thank them, And that really made me proud. I mean, it made me proud to be a Wildcat.
Jeff Calvin. We've been buds. Just got to know each other really in high school ball, but we got real close. Umpired his first baseball game with me this year, and then we've had several games afterwards. And
Another player that I've played with since forever I can remember is Jeff Calvin. Jeff's always been third base, me at shortstop, and Jeffrey is he's a really good kid. And because I remember back in whenever we were younger, me and Jeffrey hit back-to-back home runs. That was pretty awesome. And it's been great playing baseball with him for all these years.
Traveled to Enid on their new turf, their fake mound. First pitch of the game, kid doubles in the gap. I'm off one of my fastballs. Thinking to myself, could potentially be a long game. Got out of the inning, talked to Coach Parts, started throwing a lot of change-ups. Rob comes through, big time home run. Win it 4-1. It's a good one. Good one to steal at the rival's home.
Riley Sells. I like him. He's a goof, but when it came down to it, in all seriousness, we could count on him to throw as hard as he could every pitch, come in and relieve when we needed him to. He's worked his butt off this year. He's really shaped up a lot, and he's got a pretty bright future, I think, on the mound.
We took a trip to Bixby this year, and big game, district game, and it'd been a real close game all the way through. Both teams fighting for district position, and it was near the end. I think the 5th or 6th inning. Kid hits a ball down the line. Chase runs over there to catch it. I think he slid or dove, and the ball just kind of bounced out of his glove because of his momentum. And him and the ball ended up in foul territory, but Randy caught some pictures of the ball whenever Chase was catching it, and it was actually fair, so that was huge. Blake Shepard came in to pitch the last 2, I think, and his stuff was rolling. It was the best I've seen him pitch. And we come in the dugout excited. I think Blake struck out the side. We're like, all right, we got to score here to get this game over with. We get a couple runners on. Blake comes up, smashes the ball to left center. Big, huge hit. He had a heck of a game. Been spraying balls everywhere all game long. Finally gets one to drop. Bixby's outfielders were really good. And that was a huge win for us. He came in after that, closed the game. It was huge.
Lost to Midwest City. I had a 3-hour-long practice after we got back that day. Just getting yelled at, in trouble the whole time. You made one error, you got booted out. Someone else came in for you. Just trying to get our minds right, really, for Evan Memorial, who we played the next day. Came out hot in that Evan Memorial game. I think it was 17-8, maybe. I don't really know. Beat them in 5 innings at their place.
We went down there to play that Arkansas team. They were state runner-ups in Arkansas. We get there, we're all hyped. This bus ride down there, it was just hyped. Everybody was energized and ready to go. And then we get there, everything just goofing around, and then before we know it, we're down 7-1. We're like, oh crap, you know. 7th inning comes around, we're home team. And then Maz, he gets walked. That kind of just started it, and then everybody just came together. We put together a few runs. Robert gets hit, and then Joey gets hit. Bases loaded, no outs. I knew as soon as Joey got on, Joey would be the winning run. I knew as soon as he got on, I was gonna go run for him. Got around the bases. When I got to third, it was tied 7-7. Still had no outs. And I said to myself, I see a fast ball. I'm getting in there.
Bottom of the 7th, no outs, bases loaded, winning run on third. Jeffrey Thomas Calvin comes up to bat. Takes first one for ball. Next one, fouls that straight back. Third one, wild pitch.
The next pitch, catcher drops to his knees, and I start breaking, and then the ball goes by him, and I take off. I toss my helmet, and everybody comes out, and we line up, shake hands, and I just felt real good about myself that day.
One of my best friends on the baseball team, Austin Emmel. It has been an awesome past couple of years. Kid's got the potential to be one of the best pitchers in the state, and that kid means a lot to me. You know, I know sometimes he gets pretty emotional in the middle of the games. So one of you guys is going to have to keep him in check now. I'll be gone. He's a great baseball player, great friend to me, always will be.
These coaches care about this team a lot. And a great example of that is when we played Broken Arrow here at home. And it was real confusing, but first time Coach Burris blew up on him, and then a couple innings later, the same umpire misses one over at first base, and Coach D blew up on him and came back in the dugout and was like, man, that guy, he wouldn't even throw me out. I'm trying to get thrown out. He's such a wuss. And then Coach Park's blowing up. You know, it really makes you feel how much these guys care about us.
Dalton Missouri, he can play baseball. I'll tell you what, he's got all the potential in the world, minus a little bit of a height issue, but he overcomes it. I've played with him for past 3 years on varsity. Ever since he was a freshman, I was a sophomore, and you know, we kind of came up together. We were both, you know, nervous about playing. He was playing catcher, I was playing middle infield, third base, and I'm really gonna miss playing with him.
Hayden, you're a good guy too. I remember Stillwater came up this summer, came through, clutch hit. You threw that game. It was awesome. It was awesome. Get your hacks in for sure when you get up to the plate.
Wesley O'Neal can swing the baseball bat, and you guys are about to see it the next couple of years. It was really neat also back this year in back-to-back home runs with Wesley. I don't even think anyone noticed. But big things ahold for him.
Chase Carrots. Oh boy. Really just started being good friends last year when I had to take you to 5:30s every single morning. Yeah, I had to take you home after practice. Always going fishing together. But I love you, dude. You're awesome. Let's go catch some more fish, shoot some ducks.
Sport. You hit stingers, you can ask for better lead on.
Kyle's got the quickest hands on the team. Everyone knows he's a really good infielder, and his hitting's starting to come along. He's been hitting a lot better at the end of the year. And me and Kyle, you know, all middle infielders, me and Kyle, Blake, you know, you have a special bond with your second baseman and shortstops.
The game of baseball does not hate you, Matt Williams. I know last year you had Tommy John, had to sit out all sophomore, and then coming back, you know, broke your finger. But I'll tell you what, man, I've seen you play good baseball, whether it be behind the dish, on the mound, first base. Dude, you played good games of ball, man.
Sam Flowers. Improved your pitching a lot over the off season. Became one of the best we've had this year for sure. Your bat improved, that's for sure. Keep putting in hard work. Be a leader. Be a leader next year. Travis Nichols. He's a good friend in and outside of baseball. You can count on him. He's real reliable. He's a very responsible kid. And he gives 110% on anything you tell him to do. Baseball, schoolwork. Give him enough time, man. He'll get out there and we'll all be up in the locker room, and then we go down to the baseball field, and what's he got? He's got a lupo in his hand working on the field. You know, he's gonna go somewhere in life.
Starting with Coach Burris.
Coach Burris.
Coach Burris.
Coach Burris, he came in this year. I think he did a real good job. Joey asked me, he said, "Hey Devin, you want to come over after practice and we can bake a cake and watch Braveheart?" And Coach Burris looked at us and he's like, "Oh crap, what did I get myself into?"
I'd heard from players that they talk to your other players and, "Hey, how's Coach Burris? You know, is he cool?" And some of them were like, "No, man, he just makes us run and run, and he's just mean, and man, you're not gonna like him, dude." But then, you know, you came and it was nothing like that at all. I mean, it was a pleasure. It was an honor.
It was hard on us and hard on him, being our last year and his first year here. But he did a really, really good job with us, and it was an easy transfer to a new coach. So I thank him for that.
Coach Parks.
Coach Parks. Coach Parks.
I really want to talk about Coach Parks because you guys need to realize how lucky we are to have a coach that's been through it all.
Came in my sophomore year. We were down on coaching.
Our sophomore year to come back and coach us.
He doesn't just want us to succeed at baseball. He realizes that baseball is going to teach us life lessons, and
I really got to know him a lot better once he came to baseball. And
last year I wasn't throwing very well. We were in Arizona. He was like, "Pretty soon you and me, we're going to have a heart-to-heart." I was like, whoa. I don't know what this means. Kind of scary. Ended up talking. He helped me out. Got things settled. Started pitching a little better. It's just things like that that always shows hope. He's a great coach.
Coach Noya. Yeah, wow.
Coach Noel.
Coach D.
Then there's Coach D. I don't even know what I can say about him, man. He's not just a coach. He's my best friend.
Been there since the start. Awesome. Anything I need, anytime I need to go practice baseball, he's always willing to go, no matter what.
So many memories that I have and probably will have about having you freshman until senior year.
He's been there through it all with me, making me run. I remember my first practice of summer ball, AA year. He made us run like 14 poles, and there and back was one, and it was like 112 degrees outside. And I'm fat little Joey, you know, I'm slow and fat. That was terrible. It was god awful. Just so you know, Coach, we only ran 10. I remember that. We cheated it big time.
You're more than a coach to me. You're more like a friend. Just all the way back to summer ball freshman year, summer ball sophomore year, the seasons, just helping me and teaching me some more of the game, helping me with my batting stance and my swing, and also helping me out in the field sometimes, telling me what I need to do when I'm pitching to position myself to throw a better strike. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Just a great coach, honestly. Good friend. And I'll be back, give you crap while you coach, tell you what you're doing wrong and stuff, you know.
All these deep talks that we've had. I'm gonna miss him the most. Yeah, I'm doing it before I start crying.
Field work. No one likes to do it. We're about the only sport that has to, as players and coaches, work on the field, but it also gives you a good work ethic. You take pride in what you do. Love our field. It's my favorite place to play.
It allows you to take pride in something. I think as you get older, you'll realize that the harder you work and the more effort that you put into taking care of something, it means that much more to you. And I know as a coach and having worked on it as a player and being here now as a coach, that I love this field. With all its flaws, it's my favorite place to play. It always has been. So hopefully with next year having more home games on the schedule, we'll get to see it in action more.
As a new coach, you can't ask much more from a group of guys than what was provided, and just as far as community overall, just the support and everything that was given. For the future of this program, it looks very bright. The future's going to be bright next year.
I think the future's bright.
You've got a group of kids that are coming up with this junior class and sophomore class that's going to provide a lot of leadership for the next couple of years. They've been on the field a lot, competing against a lot of different people, and going out and beating a lot of people.
I think the future's as bright as these guys want to make it.
And as far as the seniors, I will say as a group overall, I couldn't ask much more. I know coming in as a new coach, and I've been in that situation where you get a new coach your senior year, you never really know what to expect, never know how things are going to go.
Seen them grow up from little puppies to young men.
When I came back to coaching baseball, they were sophomores, and I got to really know them, really grew to love them.
This group of seniors, I've been able to trust with anything, whether it was, hey, I need some help on the field one day, or hey, go unlock this gate, here's my keys. It just didn't matter. These guys I could count on.
But each of those groups of guys provided something to this team, whether it was leadership on or off the field, getting the kids fired up, providing antics, just to keep kids in the game.
I wish them the best. I love them all like family.
As big a bunch of goofballs as I've ever been around. They helped me tremendously. Each and every single senior was able to step up, and I'm just so proud of each and every single one of those guys overall. They're memories and moments that I will take for the rest of my life. Come back and see me,
and Coach Pox is out.